reproducible, it is constant. That's called science. The facts of science are reproducible. Now, what if I were to say to you, these are magic beans that will allow you to fly? Would you pay as much for them? Oh, more. Really? That's called crap. Now, what if I were to say to you, this is amazing new herb we have an extract from the mountains of the Himalayas, only recently discovered by science and clinically tested in our laboratories to make you beautiful. It will grow hair, give you good eyesight, and you'll be taller.
Actually, I just removed my hair to get rid of it.
That's not the point.
Hardwired?
That's called pseudoscience. That's when you take crap and you remove the words magic and miracle, and you try to use the same words that science uses, and it confuses people. I don't know if Europe has the same problem we have as the United States, with people selling all sorts of junk out there, trying to make people believe that it will improve their lives, it will make them beautiful, it will make them lose weight, it will make them grow hair, it will make them taller, it will give them sexual prowess. That's a big one, isn't it? People believe what they want to hear. And there's an odd thing about the human psyche. We are hardwired to focus on what we perceive to be facts that support what we believe, and to ignore any other facts that don't support what we believe. For example, years ago, it was once thought that heat was not energy. Nobody knew about energy back in the 17th and 18th centuries. Heat, they thought, was a liquid that flowed among the tiny particles known as atoms that make up all matter. Because if you look at what heat does, if you put your hand on the tabletop, shortly the tabletop will become warm. Well, surely that means the phlogiston is moving from my hand into the tabletop. That makes sense, doesn't it? That's an observation. We have observed something, we have come up with a hypothesis to describe it. And then people decided, well, that's as good an answer as any, we'll call that a law. You see, that's what it is. Phlogiston is a law. We all believe in the phlogiston law. That's what it is. That's heat. And then people came up with some other observations. Well, how come we can't see it? Wouldn't you think that if I did this and I lifted my hand up, there'd be like moisture there, the residual heat? Phlogiston is invisible to the human eye. That's a second fact, yes. It is invisible to the human eye. That's what it is. Doesn't affect our theory at all. Well, why is it, if I were to burn some magnesium, it's going to burn and catch fire, and all the phlogiston is going to go off into the air, right? Why does the magnesium weigh more when I'm finished than it started with? Phlogiston has a negative mass. That's why hot air rises. See, we're right. It was not until a Frenchman, Antoine Lavoisier, discovered the concept of oxygen, and Newton started talking about energies, that people finally realized that phlogiston was not a very sound theory, but there were scientists who continued to believe it for decades afterward, because that's what human beings do. I believe this. Every other fact out there that disproves it, I ignore until I find something that I can accept, and then that proves I'm right. We see it in furry fandom. Somebody gets an idea. Furries are a bunch of perverts. So we say, well, let's look at some furry art. Clean, 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 clean. Very good. Clean, 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 clean. Ah, penis! You're a bunch of perverts! It's true, isn't it? people use that to advantage. People who are out to make money. People who are out to make money from human gullibility. That's a wonderful word in English, gullible. Is there an equivalent word in German? What is it?
Ashclothing.
Okay, how about French? Any Frenchmen in here? Russians? Yeah, it is a magnificent word. All of these words mean the same thing. You are easily fooled. Does not mean you're stupid. I want to draw that distinction right now. Gullible people are not stupid. Some very intelligent people fall for the most silly scams because of that wiring. Gullible people believe something and they are easily swayed by facts, or what they believe to be facts, that are in line with what they believe. Some examples. There is a politician in the United States, Stan Jones, his name. He believed that colloidal silver, very finely divided silver, if you mix it up in water and ingest it several times a day, will keep you healthy. Because it's known scientifically, silver kills germs. Silver is an antiseptic. In your pitcher in the refrigerator has the little filter in it. There is silver in there to keep germs from growing in the water. So someone got the idea, I'll sell silver as a body cleansing agent. So you take the silver in, and it'll kill all the germs in your body. This guy is a United States Senator. Okay, maybe that's not the best example now that I think about it. An allegedly intelligent man. He took this colloidal silver 3 times a day. He swears by it. He turned blue. I'm not joking. You can look it up online. He looks like a fucking Smurf. His skin is bright blue because silver deposits itself in the skin cells as it goes throughout the body, and silver salts on exposure to light turn dark blue. So as the silver became impregnated in his skin cells, as soon as he went outside, Smurf. But he still takes the silver because he still believes it's healthy. Several thousand years ago, the Emperor Qin Shi Huang of China, the first emperor of China, got sick. So his doctors came in. So his doctors felt that they got together and they agreed the best cure for the emperor was a poultice, a little paste that he could eat that was made of ground up mineral cinnabar. And the emperor took it, but he started to get sicker. So they gave him more, and he got sicker. We better up the dose. So they gave him more, and he's sicker still. And then he was on his deathbed. Quick, give him a lot of it. And he died. And the doctor said, well, you can't save them all. To this day, there are people out there who swear by Chinese medicine, Chinese herbs. Oh, because it was ancient knowledge, that makes it better, right? Chinese herbs are good. Do you know what cinnabar is? It is the naturally occurring form of mercury. The first emperor of China died an agonizing, prolonged death from mercury poisoning, given to him by his doctors. Here's one of my favorites. I should probably look at this. I hope this doesn't have any in it. No, they're not pretty. How much do you see something? Drinks. Drinks have these in them too. Loaded with antioxidants. Everything. You must have antioxidants. Do you have antioxidants today? You must have antioxidants. Antioxidants. We are surrounded by a sea of fucking oxygen. If it was toxic, we'd know about it by now. If you don't want oxygen, I'll give you a plastic bag. I don't understand, but people were told, antioxidants, They're great. They stop cancer. They prevent premature wrinkles. They prevent aging. They'll grow hair. They'll make you taller. They'll give you sexual prowess. They'll keep germs out of your body. This is all crap. It's crap. But then they always bring a guy on television dressed like me. Hi, I'm Dr. Schlong from the mountains. And I certainly can. Well, guess what? I got doctor in front of my name. Give me $10,000 and I'll say, yes, I approve of this drug. You notice I have a loud coat. You must believe what I say. I'm a scientist. And always have fun. When they say, this gentleman is a scientist, from the Burgermeister Institute of Arschficker Technology. Look it up online. Look up that institute. If it's the Mayo Clinic, if it's the University of Heidelberg, maybe you can believe the guy. But if it's the Arschficker Institute, I've been to Arschficker. There's no college there. It's a little town just outside Bonn. It's very, very quaint, very charming. Let me tell you too, all these drinks. I have a drink. It has antioxidants, right? Oh, I have these lovely lozenges with antioxidants. No, they had antioxidants in them. They don't anymore. Because what does an antioxidant do? Yes?
It prevents a chemical reaction of the chemical compounds inside the substance with oxygen.
It doesn't prevent it. How does it prevent it, though?
By not being able to connect with O2 particles in the air.
You've got the right idea. An antioxidant reacts with oxygen. And the idea is it will react first so that the oxygen won't get into the matrix of your material and oxidize your material. Most of chemical decomposition starts with oxidation. That's what oxygen does. It reacts with stuff. When things burn, it's oxidizing. Decomposing bodies oxidize. It's disgusting. But if you have rubber, for example, the rubber in the rubber band or the rubber in your camera there, rubber will decompose because it is reacting constantly with oxygen in the air. We put antioxidants into rubber so the rubber will have a longer life. Eventually, rubber will crack and become very brittle, but that will happen much faster without the antioxidants. If I give you, a bottle that says it's filled with antioxidants, we put antioxidants into it the day we made it, and they immediately started reacting with the ambient oxygen in the air, and in the headspace of that vial, that clear space of air up there, no oxygen in it anymore, don't got to worry about that. If it is a sealed container, you might have some left. But if it's open to the air, something like this, if this were to say it has antioxidants in it, it doesn't anymore. The creams, vitamin E, all these creams, they don't have antioxidants in them anymore. So it has antioxidants. Hey, you think so? And then it's always amusing because one way you can tell a scam is first when it seems too good to be true. Because that's another thing that human beings want. We don't want to work for it. We want something that will do it for us. And this is especially true in the modern age. I don't want to go to the gym and get all tired and sweaty and sore for an hour. I'll take a magic pill. And when I swallow the magic pill, I'll get big, brawny, beefy arms and the fat will melt away. You're laughing. Isn't that silly? Billions of euros are spent every year on magic pills that will make you beautiful. They will make you slim. They will grow hair. They will give you good eyesight. They'll give you sexual prowess. One thing I can tell you as a scientist, in history, there is no such thing as an aphrodisiac. They do not exist. There is no substance on Earth, with one exception, no substance on Earth known to improve sexual performance or erectile length of time in man. The only exception is the chemical now known as Viagra. Viagra was discovered, if you will, by accident. Viagra, there were scientists at Pfizer who were trying to do a fully scientific study. Viagra was initially supposed to be a heart medication because